Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Digicom, and I'm going to be doing unboxing of this iFootage Cobra 2. And if you look at my back right there, I have one already that I'm using, and there's another one that is holding this light right there. The same thing, they came in this package like this. So I ordered 2 more. Probably I'm going to order more, it depends, but I've been using this for a while, so I can easily tell you that I have a quite user experience that I can come and give you my own few cents. And if this is going to be for you, you will know from this video. So stay tuned to the end of the video. All right, let's open it up. This is how it is packed. So this is 2 pairs, so it comes in 2. So these 2, since this is in pair, you're going to have these 2 also, and these 2 are going to be the light adapter. It's going to be 2. If you are buying 1 pair of this, then you only get 1 of this, so you have these 2. Looking at this, these are extendable, so you can twist and extend it, then you lock it down. All right, it's twist. So you have 2 of this in pair. All right, then when you open this up, we have the first base. So this is going to be the first base. It's a little heavy, and at the back you have this vent like padding. If you're moving this on a probably maybe a wooden surface in your house or your apartment, it will not damage it. Okay, so that's a very nice touch. This is the second one for the base. All right, so this is the rubber padding that they were talking about. I'm going to tell you my opinion about this rubber padding as we go along in the video. So we're going to use one of this for the demonstration of what we're going to do. So at the top right here, you have this. You know, iFootage is known for that they are recess pin, but in this case there's no recess. So I think this is 3/8. They could have just let this be that recess and it's still going to work fine. But in this case, you don't get it, so beware of that. So you have the twist lock. This and this are the twist lock. Then this is the extension tube. And like I said, you're going to have this light adapter. Then at the bottom of the tube also, there's a 3/8 thread. You also have a screw that is 3/8 also. So here, you mount this down to the bottom, you screw it down. Once you screw it down, this is what you're going to have. That is everything. It's solid, stable right now, okay? And this is my concern. Stable right now, everything is looking fine. You can extend the tube as much as you want to until it reach the end. The question for today is that I have a tripod right here. Now we're trying to see that we have a tripod for camera and we have a light stand. The similarity between a tripod and a light stand is this 3 leg that you have to widen them open. All right, when you widen them open, they take significant amount of space, most especially light stand. So the question today is the Cobra 2. Can Cobra 2 replace tripod and be the go-to when you are mounting your camera? And can Cobra 2 replace light stand? That is the question for today. I'm going to tell you the answer right away, that yes and no. It can replace it in some situation, and in some situation, this will not be able to replace tripod. So at the end of the day, the place of tripod cannot be replaced in some certain situation. So there's still going to be market for tripod. All right, this is just going to be a tool that is needed in a place that tripod is struggling. All right, for me to let you know right away, tripod is going nowhere, it's not going away. This can never replace tripod. It will never replace tripod 100%. But there's going to be some situation where the tripod, or most especially light stand, is finding the space to be difficult for accommodating. Then maybe this we now do the trick, we do the magic. Most especially for light stand, this will do the magic. Now there's some space that this will be very, very useful, and those are going to be people that are doing if you're doing a podcast and you have a very limited space to put your tripod, everything. I mean, the leg alone is crazy. Now talking about light stand, for most people who don't want to drill their wall or hang their lights for whatever reason, and when you are looking at a light stand, the space they're going to take, they're going to be more or less like distraction if they are going to be showing in your scene. But looking at this Cobra 2, I believe it's going to replace that. So for me, I will not be shy away from showing this in my video. If it's going to hold my light, I can easily extend this, cut the light off camera, and I'll be very happy to show this tube. All right, I'll be very happy. But in case of light stand, it may not be ideal to show in most cases, but this is going to be a game changer for that area that I believe light stand is struggling. Now, when it comes to tripod stability is very, very important, most especially if you're putting a very expensive camera. Tripod is one of the things that you can't do away with. In fact, if you get the cheap one, you may not get away with it in some situation. But if your camera is going to be stable, stationary, and this is going to be for those of you who can't put their money on a very expensive tripod, maybe this will be the best way for you to go. All right, the cheapest camera I own, I will never put it on $75 tripod, and that's me. Most people I'm going to recommend this for are going to be wedding videographer. If you do wedding a lot, or probably if you do a whole lot of like a corporate event, maybe you do corporate interview or so, this will be a game changer for you. You may not need your tripod anymore, and you may not need your light stand. Okay, so this is going to be very useful if you have a slider that is long that needs two tripod. You don't need two tripod or light stand anymore. All you need is just get pair of this and mount your slider on this, and you'll be very happy because you're going to have better stability. Now, the downside of that may be that with tripod, you have the ability to go lower. There's more flexibility with tripod because you can extend the leg, but this, once you get to the minimum, that's where it stops. So you can't go lower than this if you're putting a slider or whatever. The minimum height is your limitation on this. All right, so just bear that in mind. But it's going to be a game changer for those who are doing wedding, and you can just bury this in a corner and you will be fine for the whole day. All right, so that's for this. Now, as much as I like this thing very well, I love it, I love the idea, I love the concept, but there's also some limitation to it. Now, what are the limitations? I mentioned some as we're going along. The first limitation I see here is the height. This is the maximum height this can go. Okay, it cannot go lower than this. I believe this will be able to go lower if they make more section of this. It can be able to go lower, but for what we have right now, the minimum height will be a problem for some people that are trying to capture low angle. Probably if you put your slider on this and you want the slider to go lower, it cannot go lower than the height of this. So just bear that in mind, like I said earlier. The second thing I don't like about this is when you don't put anything right now, it's very stable and I love it. But the moment you extend this out and you put like my light here with the parabolic softbox on it, Now you're going to be fighting with graffiti. Let me put it that way. I don't know if that is correct. The reason is that I'm going to show you why. You see, if you look at the mounting at the bottom right here, it's 3/8, right? I think that is a bit of a limitation to this thing. I would have loved that this should be maybe instead of 3/8, maybe 4/8 or 5/8. I know that's going to be a bit bulky. Yeah, 5/8 may be as thick as this thing. So the problem I'm facing using this is this. This is just 3/8, and that is limiting the amount of weight or load you can put on this. Let's do it. If you look at the base, this is the base, right? This is also 3/8 thread, and as much as it's 3/8, it will have even be better with the 3/8 if the 3/8 is this long. Just look at it. If you look at the throat of this, is very short, very short. This is more like a 1/2 inch for what I can see here. If only iFootage can make this 3/8 long enough, maybe up to 1 or 1.5 inches long, all right, it will create more leverage, more stability when you lock down the tube. The second that I don't really like about this is this iFootage. I don't know what is this going to be all about. If you look at the one I have here, I already took it off. Save yourself the headache and throw this away, or just take it off, all right? You don't need it. Very painful. It's not going to stay in place unless if you can glue it. Fine, if you want to do that. But aside from that, two things that I point out, you will love and enjoy the Cobra too. That I promise you. Let's wrap this up. In conclusion, my initial question is it going to replace tripod? No, this will not replace your tripod, but it can get some job done where your tripod is lacking when it comes to space. But light stand, sure, this will replace your light stand. But if you can get a weight, I have a 15-pound weight that I put on mine, okay? And I have another 40-pound weight right there, 40 pounds. If I'm going to extend it all the way and put long extension tube, I just throw in that 40 pound on it, and I'm golden. I'm ready to go. Nothing happens. It's not going to move. So I will also advise you on that if you're going to be putting extension on this, like extension pole like that will go this way, and now you mount your light, my advice is that get a sandbag that will counterbalance and throw in some weight. Let me show you the weight I have, okay? You can get this from anywhere. This is my 50-pound weight, all right? This is 15 pounds. Once I'm going to extend this all the way, I just throw it on it, on the flat surface. I just leave it like that there, just like so. So whatever, if your light is facing this way, you put it at the back, okay? Always make sure the weight is at the back of the light, not at the front, because whatever you are putting on it, the weight is going to be tilting forward. So you want to make sure this one is at the back of wherever the weight is facing, all right? So guys, if you are thinking of getting any one of these, get it in pair. It's going to save you probably a couple of dollars, and that is going to end the video for me, guys. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you on the next one, guys.